Hello, anyone, anywhere, anytime. This is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com, just some dude who likes to play video games, and I welcome you all back to part 76 of Fire Emblem Three Houses Blue Lines. So, like I said, for this one we're going to finish off a bunch of our supports, and do some fishing every once in a while in between to break it up a bit. So, let's finish off the Dimitri and Mercedes, get their B support complete.
You've been spending a lot of time at the training ground, Mercedes. As far as swordsmanship goes, you're like a whole new person.
Kind of perfect since she just got the dancer class.
Thank you. I have such a great time when you teach me that improving comes naturally.
It's all because of your own hard work. Compared to you, I...
Keep breaking your practice swords and lances.
You shouldn't be so disappointed in yourself. You're improving too. You just need to keep at it.
Well, I can hold a needle and thread without breaking anything now. That's something.
Oh, that's really good training too.
That's a big step. When we started, you couldn't even hold a pair of scissors without twisting them apart.
True. I'm sorry for being such a burden.
You're no burden at all.
No bother at all. I like sewing with you. It reminds me of when I was young and my mother taught me how to sew. My mother would sit with my brother and me, and we'd all sew together. I really miss it. Even though I was barely better than you when I started.
Relia, everyone starts like that when they're learning to use a needle and thread.
Did your mother like to sew, Dimitri?
My birth mother? From my father's accounts, she wasn't great at it either.
Oh, of course. I forgot that the Queen of Fargus passed away long ago.
Yes. I don't really remember what she was like. But I remember my stepmother, always sitting by the window sewing away.
I'm sure she would have been happy to teach you if you had asked.
She always looked so lonely when she was sewing. So unreachable. She was kind to me, yes, but when she was like that, it was hard to talk to her. I'm not certain she would have wished to teach me.
Maybe asking would have been a good thing, but who knows?
I'm so sorry, Dimitri. I didn't mean to bring up such difficult memories.
Don't worry about it. If I don't talk about those things sometimes, I'll risk forgetting them altogether. And that would truly be a shame.
And a burden shared is a burden lessened.
I see.
But now I'm just going on and on about myself. Why don't you tell me more about you?
Yeah, Mercedes is pretty good at doing the counseling for the other characters of Blue Lions.
More about me? Oh, goodness. I don't even know what to say.
It's hard to think of something on the spot, isn't it? You could speak of your family, I suppose.
You want to know more about my family? On that topic, I'm happy to oblige. In fact, I'm so glad you asked. It's important to think about your past and share it every now and then. This might take a while, but would you be willing to stay and listen?
I would.
Of course. I will listen for as long as you wish.
And we're finally done that. So let's do a fishing thing. Yes. Insect larva, go! Yes. Ah, missed it. Only got good. But of course I haven't done this in a while. One more. Oh, right on the first bite. And perfect. Okay. Now for another support conversation, so Sylvain and Bernie, go.
I've looked everywhere. I guess Sylvain must still have it. Huh? When did this book get here?
This is gonna be funny.
Wait, this is mine. And there's something sticking out of it.
Oh, nice. Sylvain followed her, and when she wasn't looking, he left a note and set the book down.
A letter? Dear author, I read your manuscript quite by accident and duly apologize. However, I also write today to inform you that I enjoyed your story tremendously. I laughed and cried as the heroine overcame her many obstacles, growing stronger with each step.
And now I was going to mention a thing about Bernie doing the same.
Your literary style presents a unique perspective. I could sense you watching over the protagonist. Wow, so many compliments, and so much attention to detail. The girl's failures are as compelling as her triumphs, since authors are told to write what they know.
And of course, Sylvain writes a very good letter, and it's working on Bernie.
I believe your tale would not have been so convincing were it not for your own experiences. What? My own experiences? That's a weird way to give praise. Who wrote this anyway?
Well, considering she has quite a lot of phobias, especially being outside, I'll have to look that up so I can say it next time. But her writing that story is kind of what she eventually wants to do deep down inside.
Who would read my story so carefully and then write this long letter to tell me about it? Whoever it is, they must be wonderful. Someone like my dear old uncle.
And of course, it's just going to be Sylvain.
I do hope my letter inspires you to keep writing. Looking forward to the next chapter. Your devoted fan, Sylvain. What? Sylvain? It can't be!
Oh, that's good. That is good.
Hey, Bernadetta. Did you read my letter?
How long have you been standing there?
I'm sorry, but I fell head over heels for your story. It's so good, and I just had to tell you about it. So, what do you say? Will you write more? Why don't we talk literature over some tea?
And she's going to run away again.
Oh, I see your plan now. You're out to humiliate me. Very clever, but I'm not falling for it.
And that's that. Yeah, it's quite funny, so. For character personality, Bernie's personally one of my favorites out of all the characters here. I'm just so tempted to recruit her in every playthrough. But yeah, I think for the, when I do my Black Eagles, I'll pair Byleth with her. And another perfect. Got into the swing of things. Next support, Annette and Hanneman.
And that should explain it. Did you understand all of that, young Annette?
I did. Thank you very much. Oh, but I was also wondering about this part here. It seems a bit off.
Questioning something like this is proof that your understanding has grown. Most impressive. Sit there, and I'll put this on the blackboard so you may copy it into your notes for later study.
Yeah, so Hanneman is shown to be a very good teacher.
Wonderful. I can't wait.
And Annette is a dutiful student as always.
I believe that should explain everything, yes? Any further questions?
None. Thank you so much. I feel so great. I'm really sorry for taking up so much of your time, though.
Not at all. Not at all. Your intellectual curiosity is marvelous to see. And you have a top-notch character. Keep on as you are, and I sense a bright future for you.
I agree there.
Seeing you continue to grow and succeed is more than a humble professor like myself deserves.
Really? That's so nice of you to say. I'll do my best.
Yeah.
I'm honored to be your student.
If only your friends would learn from your example. Yes, a classroom full of attentive, studious pupils would be quite refreshing after all these years.
Yeah, without all the slackers like Claude and Golden Deer.
Have a good evening, Miss Annette, and do not hesitate to ask any other questions.
I won't, thank you. Goodbye for now.
Wait, you'll trip if you leave like that.
Good way to end.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
And always watching out for his students. Okay. So let's do our Hanneman and Maneula.
Manuela, isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone the moment you see them enter the room?
Hanneman, isn't it a bit rude to tell others how to behave?
These two have such a great banter.
Besides, I could be sighing about any number of things more interesting than you.
Goodness, you're unusually irritable today. Don't you imagine your attitude a bit excessive? You snap at every little thing, your ill mood on display for one and all. It saddens me to see such behavior from one who should be setting a good example for the younger generation.
Well, listen to the noble lecturing a lowly commoner to be on her best behavior. Oh, wait, I meant to say the former noble.
These two are either going to eventually kill each other or get married.
I fail to understand how my birth is relevant to the topic at hand. I was merely trying to say that as a fellow adult...
You're not done lecturing yet? Leave me alone and go pester someone else. Maybe leave everyone alone and go focus on your precious crest research.
I don't know what to say to you, Manuela. I was only speaking out of honest concern.
Oh, was that a sigh I heard? Isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone just because?
Yeah, so from what I'm hearing, there isn't a lot of vitriol between their banter, though the portraits show otherwise.
Don't be so childish.
And she turned what he said at the beginning around on him.
You are so sensitive to ill will from others, yet you let your own emotions run wild.
And you just did that, Hanneman.
Why is it that you cannot keep a handle on yourself?
Keep a handle on? Well, I've never. What makes you think you're so much better? Just because you keep your emotions bottled up behind your stupid stony face. Well, it doesn't mean everyone else has to do the same. Stop telling everyone how to behave, Hanneman. It will make you and the rest of us much happier.
We'll see how this goes.
I will not stand for this insolence. It is high time someone taught you.
Now, who is going to come in and calm them down, because they're really getting heated now.
Go on! If you think you can change me, I'd like to see you try.
Just kiss already.
Ha! Thought so. You wouldn't dare.
Absolutely insufferable.
I want to get more of their supports. It looks like they're going to be quite funny. More fishing. And lost the bait. Sometimes you can get a fourth one to go. So let's just accept this one. And done. Let's just take this big wag here. And of course I missed. And more supports. Almost done. So Maneula and Dorothea.
Professor Manuela, it's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Need to remember say Manuela, not Manuela. Manuela. I'll have it now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories.
And that's a good thing.
You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Well, it is beautiful. That's actually kind of a decent piece of advice.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been dying to know, how did you come to be enrolled here? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
We're finally going to learn how Dorothea got into the monastery.
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Nice, so she kind of got some noble to sponsor her, but she studied and got in on under her own merits like that.
Bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Gareg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here. When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life.
It also got Dorothea to start planning ahead so she could actually have a good life for her kids if she eventually had any.
It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
It's a good thing.
I also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling this year.
Oh, perfect timing.
With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
And have you gotten what you were after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
I'm sure I'll find my somebody someday, but I haven't found them yet. It's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
It has. Always good to catch up. Hey. And let's do our Ingrid and Bernie. They are done with the B support.
Ah, there you are. I just checked your room, but obviously you weren't in there.
Oh, you didn't break the door down again looking for me, did you?
Hopefully Ingrid didn't do that or she would have to fix it again.
Of course not. I'm not unreasonable. I just wanted to discuss something with you.
Discuss? Is that really all? Okay, I can handle that.
Firstly, I'd like to apologize for breaking down your door.
Got a bit too over exuberant, Ingrid, but hey, at least she's apologizing now.
I'm sorry. It was perhaps a bit rash.
It was pretty rash.
There was a period of time, quite a while ago, when I acted much the same as you. I spent many hours locked away in my own room.
You did? Really?
Really. Because I understood where you were coming from, I knew I had to intervene. Whether you're hiding under your pillows or not, trouble will come our way sooner or later.
And Ingrid wants to make sure Bernie's ready to survive it.
At that time, is it better to have wasted your energy hiding away? Or better to have spent it honing your skills so that you can lend a hand?
But even if I did train, what's the point? It's not like it would do much good.
Bernadetta, Bernie. You really need to get more self-confidence.
Don't speak so disparagingly of yourself. It doesn't help things. You have plenty of strengths.
Well, considering she disarmed Felix like it was nothing and he's totally surprised him.
No, you think so?
Just look how quickly you sprint back to your room, for example. With more practice, I have a feeling you could outrun most anyone.
Yep.
You're also exceedingly talented in the arts. Surely there's a creative way to apply those talents on the battlefield.
They're not always to be used on the battlefield.
Stop wasting your breath and energy on putting yourself down. Just try your best.
Because I'm sure once Bernadetta gets some self-confidence, she is going to be amazing.
I'm not giving up on you. You have so much power in you, just waiting to be unleashed.
I would say potential.
You really believe all that? That's so nice.
Got some positive emotions for her. Good job, Ingrid.
All right. For you, Ingrid, I'll do it.
Excellent. Let's be on our way.
Hey, wait! What are you doing? I didn't agree to this! Put me down!
Knew that was going to happen. Ingrid kind of overstepped, but hey, we'll see how Bernie ends up later.
Do you have to be so bouncy?
Yeah, well, Ingrid's just happy to have a sparring partner.
That got us here much quicker, don't you think? Let's begin. Let's warm up by sparring.
Oh, stop, please! I surrender!
Almost, Ingrid, almost. You almost had Bernadetta come out of her shell a bit.
Giving in so soon? There's no such thing as surrender on the battlefield.
And now she's being a bit sadistic. And now we're done with that. So, yeah. Ferdinand, Casper, and Leonie are left. So let's do a couple more things of fishing, and then we'll go on with the week. Yes, a gold. Focusing on it. And got it. Ha, perfect. Platinum. Oh, that's going to be a good sell. Yeah. And done. And we'll end that there. So it is time to get on with the week. I'm going to quickly save before that. So time to go on. Yep. Yes.
This is the only ball of the year, and I see why. Everyone is absurdly excited.
Your Highness, you sound so detached. We are all encouraged to enjoy the ball tomorrow.
Right you are. What a burden.
I never thought we'd see eye to eye, but I agree. I'd rather be swinging my blade than wasting my time with some girl at a ball.
Felix, that's so you.
Felix, Your Highness, you must be joking, right? This is our chance to dance with all of the ladies of the Academy to our heart's content.
And Sylvain is going to be leaving the law of broken-hearted girls back during the ball.
You wish to throw away the best day of the whole year for sword practice? Insanity, I tell you.
I'm pretty excited about the ball myself. It's not like we get to do things like this very often.
Yeah.
Too true, Ash. In fact, I'm going to do you a favor and give you a crash course in chatting up girls. By tomorrow, you'll be an expert.
Yeah, so hopefully Ash will have a dance.
Actually, I'd much prefer if someone could just teach me how to dance.
Bit of a crash course because he needs to learn how to dance.
Don't worry about the dancing part. I can teach you that easy.
It's time for the ball. That warrants at least a tiny bit of makeup, don't you think, Ingrid? Just a smidge.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
Hopefully she does.
It's settled. Tomorrow morning we'll meet up in Ingrid's room. Ooh, I can't wait!
Yep. Nice to see them all getting along.
You know, there's no telling where life will take us after we leave here. If only we could find a way to come together again, just like this.
It'd be a very good thing.
A fine notion, Your Highness. Perhaps 5 years from now?
Yep.
5 years from now. Ah, That's when Gareg Mach Monastery will be holding its Millennium Festival.
A pretty good time to do it.
By then, we'll be addressing your highness as your majesty instead.
That's right. I suppose we all know it's coming, but by then you'll be far removed from us.
Come now, you know me better than that. My title may change, but I won't.
But you'll stop holding back.
And it won't just be me, you know. 5 years from now, you'll all have your own stuffy positions to contend with. But as I understand it, the festivities at the Millennium Festival will be of a scale far beyond anything we've yet seen.
And you'll have something to do your part.
In other words, the perfect excuse for all of us to return here.
Ooh, a reunion? That sounds fun! I wouldn't miss it for the world!
I'd love for you to be there as well, Professor. After all, you're the heart of the Blue Lion House.
There's only one answer for this. I'll be there.
Good. Then it's settled. Of course, if something happens and I'm not able to attend, I'm leaving all of the logistics of organizing this reunion to you, Professor.
Nice move, Dimitri. Make sure everyone gets together no matter what. You have to attend.
It's true. I'm sure being a king will keep you busy, but it's a bit early to be backing out of your own plans, don't you think?
And let's put it this way. You have 5 years to plan and be ready for it.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. You have my word. I will return as well. Count on it.
Yep. And now here's the dance. We'll see how things go. Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude is nowhere to be seen quite yet. You're gonna bump into each other. Oh, just missed, and there's Byleth. Oh, Claude's just sitting back there, coming over to talk. That was a nice little cutscene.
Running away?
Probably.
I understand. You hardly had the time to breathe in there. It must be hard to be the favorite teacher at the ball. Poor professor.
Getting swamped with dance offers, so needed to go out for a breath of fresh air. It is difficult. Got it.
So you do think you're the favorite. I might have known.
And here's Dimitri getting a breath of fresh air as well.
What are you doing here?
Aren't you going to dance with Elgard?
No, I should think not. As a child, Edelgard taught me how to dance. It was a bit awkward, honestly.
Perfect time to show your teacher how much you've improved. Edelgard?
I've told you before that we're siblings by marriage, haven't I? Her birth mother was my stepmother, although I didn't know that at the time. My stepmother treated me with such kindness, just as though I were her own flesh and blood. And yet she never so much as hinted that she had her own child, Edelgard.
Yeah, they could have grown up to be quite close and really made relations between the Empire and the Kingdom quite good.
We were born and raised in different territories, without ever knowing the other even existed. Yet, against all odds, for just over a year, we became childhood friends.
That would have been nice. Not siblings?
Indeed. Unaware of each other's stations or backgrounds, we met and became incredibly close.
Best way to start.
This was when she and Lord Arundel were living in the kingdom.
Why were they in the kingdom?
They were in exile. This was a time of great turmoil within the Empire. I ran into her when visiting Lord Arundel's residence with my father. She seemed quite bored with everything.
That's Elgard for you.
At first, I found her to be difficult and stubborn. But that facade quickly fell away, revealing her true self beneath. That's around the time when she taught me how to dance. Her instruction was, oh, let's call it strict, to put it nicely.
She is very strict.
Your foot, Dimitri. You're supposed to lead with your right.
Hell, the sun's going down. I really ought to be heading home.
Oh, look at that. She has different colored hair. Something must be up with that.
That 1 year before she had to return to the Empire was so much fun. The time of my life in many ways. It's kind of pathetic to think about it all these years later. But can you guess what I gave her as a parting gift?
A dagger. Probably a dagger. Got it.
Huh. Good guess, Professor. But I swear, it came from the heart. In Fargus, we've long considered blades as tools of destiny, as a way to cut a path to a better future. She was being dragged all over, unable to live the life she wanted. I thought the dagger could help her cut a path to the future she dreamed of.
And I'm pretty sure she still has that dagger.
However, that was many years ago. I'm sure she's forgotten all about the boy I was back then.
It's not too late to reconnect?
I'm afraid it's far too late for that. Things are different now. She's different. I'm different.
Well, you still can be friends again. No, nothing's stopping you, no matter how different you are.
Anyway, I'm feeling a bit out of place here. Festivities like this don't suit me.
And his shoulders again a bit stiff.
Still, I suppose I should get back in there. Goodbye, Professor.
Yep.
But where is there to run? This place is filled with joyful students looking for a dance.
You're out of luck. You're gonna be dancing no matter what.
Ah, I see. The Goddess Tower waits for you.
Oh! Something's gonna go wrong. Oh, there's Ingrid.
One more bite. So full. So full.
Of course, she was gorging herself on the food.
Oh, Professor. What do you think you're doing here? I came here to stuff my... I mean, to have some me time.
No reason, really.
Oh, so we're just running into one another by chance then. Phew.
So relieved.
If you had followed me here, I'd be a little bothered. And probably embarrassed.
Were you waiting for someone?
Who, me? No, of course not. I was just about to walk off all that food I just ate. Really, I came here to have some privacy. But you're here now, so I suppose that makes it a bit less private.
Just the two of us?
Well, yes. I suppose it's
Nice
just
Scott
us
blush
here.
out of her.
Does that concern you too, Professor? I'm happy to return to the reception hall.
Yeah, I'd love to come along.
If we return from here together, I worry that people would start unsavory rumors about us. I don't concern myself with gossip, but I'd hate for it to mar your reputation in any way. Are you certain?
And
Fair enough.
the critical hit.
Let's head back then.
So
It
much.
seems that everyone is having a delightful time. Will you not dance some more?
I'm tired, I'd rather not. So I'd rather not.
How dull of you. Had I a body of my own? Oh, I would sing and dance until I fell upon the ground. But you... do as you will.
Yep.
Oh, you're not
Rhea.
the only one who feels that way. Look over there.
Maybe it's time to get a dance with her.
I'm bored beyond compare. Will you not follow her?
I have no reason to. Why would I? I'll go.
Oh, come on. I know that you are curious to see what she is up to.
So I'll probably go through this cutscene again
Here.
to choose the different
Someone
answers.
sing. From over there.
Let's see. Quite a long cutscene part. Let's see. Oh, this is nice. It's always nice to hear the music and sing it at times. And quite a nice picture of Rhea too.
That song. I feel that I have heard it in the past.
And Solthis probably sang it.
Actually, it is not that I have heard it. Did I once sing that song to someone?
Yes, you have.
No, there's more. I wrote this song. Oh, but how could that be so? If that were true, then how could she be singing it? Unless... No. I am suddenly so exhausted. As are you, no doubt? Quickly then, to bed with you.
Yep. There we go. Yeah, so I'll probably go and redo that last answer before I go with the monthly mission, but I'll do another save here. Hey. So this is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com saying please like if you like the video, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, visit SomeDudePlays.com, and I will see you all later. Have a great day. Bye.